Somebody go on and cut Dr. Umar mic off. Please. Cut your mic off, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I believe that Dr. Chyanne Bryant is quite possibly the same personality type as Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. I believe that all three of you are serial monogamists with narcissistic tendencies. First of all, serial monogamy and narcissism go together. The narcissist, grandiosity, too important to commit one's emotional resources, to not want to invest emotionally. When I look at a woman that beautiful without a child, the marriage I can understand is slim pickings for sisters. That beautiful without a child, that was deliberate. And I believe that she may be an example of one of our sisters who says they're waiting for the right one, but may not necessarily be waiting for anyone at all. But because it's expected of me as a black woman to get married, I need to have a justification for why I am not.
I'm gonna start at the end real quick. She does not need a justification for why she's not married. She doesn't need one at all. He just said that it's slim pickings for women, but then said that she needs a reason to not be married. What if she just don't want to be married? Anyways, let's break this down because there is a lot to get to in this.
I believe that Dr. Chyanne Bryant is quite possibly the same personality type as Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. I believe.
Now, right there, I was already like, what? We all have things in common. I don't mean like in the most literal sense, but I'm saying like you could cherry pick anything about a person and cherry pick something else about another person and say, since they share these two things, then they're the same personality type, right? Like me and my wife have things in common. We are not the same personality type at all. We're not. We're kind of opposite, to be honest with you. So no, just because she isn't married doesn't, and Nick Cannon isn't married, but Nick Cannon was married, by the way. And Cam Newton isn't married or a serial monogamous or whatever the fuck you want to say. That doesn't mean she's a fucking narcissist, right? And I don't know Dr. Chyanne Bryant's mental health status or nothing like that. I knew her when we were teenagers. I'm early 20s last time I saw her probably, but like I don't freaking know her anymore. I don't know. I don't know if she's a narcissist or not. I don't think she is. I damn sure I'm not about to get in front of the whole world and diagnose 3 people that I don't know at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that that's wild. But what I will say is this. I don't get that from Chyanne because Chyanne, in so many ways, she's the complete opposite of them, right? So she doesn't have any kids, right? It is deliberate, I believe. She is not impulsive or compulsive, which is also kind of a sign of narcissism. You talk about grandiosity. Where are you seeing that at from her? I'm not saying that she doesn't have, these are all things like, I'm not saying she doesn't have this grandiose idea of herself. I don't know. I just want to know where you're getting it from. Because like I said, I never saw it. As a person who knew her from my youth, I didn't see that in her. Whoever she thought she was because she was treated like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if she just acknowledges who she is, is she grandiose? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at where she's at. If y'all knew where she started to where she got to now, you would be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, what are you talking about? I don't think she's grandiose at all. I think she is who she says she is. Right? But you would have to be more specific about the grandiosity. That's all I'm saying. I'm open to hearing the argument, but the argument he's making now on this basis so far, cannot concede that she's a narcissist because she's a serial monogamist.
I believe that all 3 of you are serial monogamists with narcissistic tendencies. First of all,
that narcissistic was whipping that man's ass.
Serial monogamy and narcissism go together. The narcissist, grandiosity, too important to commit one's emotion.
He is describing himself. What is it? So he's a narcissist, by the way. Dr. Umar's a narcissist. And he's describing himself. He has the King Kong of consciousness. Marcus Garvey's great grandnephew. Like, what? That's you. You are self-righteous. You tell everybody you're important, but you're not. You're a laughingstock. You're a comedian. Right? You're not, I mean, let's be honest. If Umar took off all this fake pro-black bullshit and just started yapping, nobody, I mean, he would be entertained. He would just be a comedian. He would just be a comedian. He would just be a personality. But he tries to mask it and cloak it in like, oh, I'm blackity black, pro-black, black. But you're not, though. You Oswald Bates. You're not really saying nothing. You're not doing nothing. We gave you money for the school. The school ain't popped up. You know what I'm saying? We still waiting. It's 10 years. You're not him. And I don't know. You're not that guy, man. So I don't understand where you get off doing this. Like, this is ballsy. But you are describing yourself. You're a serial monogamous. Are you not? Where's your wife? Aren't you like 44, 43, 45, something like that? Where's your wife? Huh? You married in the eyes of the Lord to two women? That's what happened. That's word on the street. You married to two women in the eyes of God. You ain't got that white man paperwork though. You not, brother. You are talking about yourself. Stop talking about other people and go sit on that lady couch and let her diagnose you for real.
Resources to not want to invest emotionally. When I look at
I don't think that's what it is with Dr. Chyanne Bryant. Now, Dr. Chyanne Bryant, if you hear this, you know I'm your man, 100 grand. So if you got anything you want to correct me on, hit me up. What I think is this. I think she just don't play with you niggas. That's what I think. That's what I've always known of her. She just don't play with you niggas. She don't let y'all play in her fucking face. That's always been Chyanne. Since the day I met her, 17, 16 years old to now. She just don't let you niggas play in her face. I wouldn't call that a serial monogamous. I just call her a person that don't let you play in her fucking face. If you don't prove to her beyond the shadow of a doubt that you're him, she not fucking with you long term like that. Even though I've known her to have long term, like a boyfriend for a long time, at one point in time. But so he didn't prove, that he was the mother. He didn't. Obviously, it didn't work out. These assumptions are wild. And men who talk about women in this way without acknowledging the differences for men and women when it comes to relationships. I know you don't know shit about what you're talking about at this point.
Woman that beautiful without a child. The marriage I can understand.
This was creepy.
Beautiful without a child.
Oh no, sorry.
To commit one's emotional
creepy
resources. To not want to invest emotionally. When I look at a woman that beautiful without a child.
That face right there. Creepy.
The marriage I can understand is slim pickings for sisters. That beautiful without a child?
Sir, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Children are more of a commitment than marriage. But you can rationalize her not being married, but you can't understand why she doesn't have a child when he just said it's slim pickings for you sisters. This motherfucker be talking out of both sides of his mouth. Make that make sense, Umar. You just acknowledge that it is slim pickings for sisters, while simultaneously in the next breath saying, but I don't understand why she don't have a child. Are you saying because some man didn't trap her with a baby? He's surprised a man didn't trap her with a baby. That's what he's saying. Because when he says it's deliberate, yeah, obviously she deliberately doesn't want to have kids because she could have kids.
That was deliberate. And I believe that she may be an example of one of our sisters who says they're waiting for the right one, but may not necessarily be waiting for anyone at all.
I don't think she's waiting for the right. And when I say that, what I'm saying is I don't think Dr. Bryant gives a fuck if she gets married or not. Like really, like when I'm saying I think she's happy, healthy, and content by herself. But if a man comes along that just so happens to fit the mold, then she'll marry. This is what they hate. They hate women like Dr. Chyanne Bryant for just being like, yeah, I'm content by myself. Dr. Umar, like, why you ain't letting no man trap you with a baby? I can understand you not letting the man marry you, but trapping you with a baby, how dare you not do that as fine as you are? The fuck?
But because it's expected of me as a black woman to get married, I need to have a...
How is it expected of black women to get married when most black men and women don't get married? Huh? I'll repeat it. How is it expect? No community has lower expectations of marriage than the black community. None. Our marriage rates are the lowest. Who expects black women to get married or black men to get married? I think only like 30-some% of black men and women get married. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Just dumb. Like it's just dumb. It's unequivocally false. It's unequivocally false.
The justification for why I am not.
Crazy. Everything he contradicted himself so many times in a minute. How could you contradict yourself that much, that many times in that short of a clip, Umar? You should be disgusted.